Well, you've been asking for it, and now I've got it, and I can't wait to share it with you. Watch to the end because I have some great, exciting news to share with you today. Hi, this is Vicki with the 411. Back again, we are on week 46 of our 52-week Emergency Preparedness Challenge, and we are really making some momentum here. I want to thank all of my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, share, like, get your family involved. They can always go back and watch some videos and do their best to start getting their preparedness together. So I have some exciting news to share with you that people have been asking me about, but I'm going to share it at the end. So let's quickly go over our categories for today. Our food. Last week we had salt, and I made the question the difference between iodized and non-iodized and why we would have non-iodized salt. Well, one of my subscribers shared with me that the non-iodized salt is used for curing meat. So I'm thinking, well, I've got a son-in-law who's a hunter, so maybe I should keep my non-iodized salt so he can cure meat. So good thing to know, and I'm thankful that somebody shared that with me so I could share it with you. But this week in our food, it says to get 32 ounces of instant potatoes or potato flakes. I've also in the past used, I use these great things. They're um, potato chunks. Used them just the other night. Cooked them up, mashed them up, put some butter and milk, and it was like fresh potatoes. So if you can find other potatoes around that you can use other than just mashed potatoes, they're great to have on hand to give you some variety. In our household, it says candles, and you can do either stick candles. Be sure you have something safe and sturdy that you can burn these things in, or jar candles. I prefer jars because they personally just feel a little more safe to me. I very seldom, I will use these for decoration, but as you can tell, I never burn them. Um, but it's good to have them in case you need them. So I have lots of candles. I just don't burn them unless they're in a jar. But have some, get some of those ready. In our 72-hour survival kit, our bug out bags, it said to add 2 more meals like we did last week. If you have room available in your 72-hour bag to throw a couple more in there, it sure wouldn't hurt to have a few more so that you could share if you come across somebody that needs some. But if you're not doing the 96-hour bag, then you're fine and don't need to add more. But I'm going to try to see if I can add a few more to my bag just to have something there. Our emergency money, we're up $30 more. And by today, week 46, you should have $945 in your little emergency bag. That is a sizable amount of money that you have just saved sitting there, just saving it. And I kudos for all of you that have done it. Under our family prep, we were talking about last week, our challenge was to have, we had a local pandemic. Hospitals were closed. They couldn't take on non-emergency things. So we stressed the importance of having your first aid kit and being able to take care of minor emergencies, minor burns, and stuff like that. So I went and grabbed my um, my big backpack. That's my grab and go first aid kit. I've got a pretty good size kit here that's just a lot of batteries, ointments, and stuff like this. And it does have burn ointment. It has gloves. It has gauze. It has a lot of the things that you would need to treat a lot of minor injuries. The one bandage that I really wanted to share with you, and I think I got these at Amazon, so I will look. It is a wound closure device. And I can't explain to you how it works other than think of something that's hard to get zipped up, how you can push from this side and push from this side and then get zipped up. Well, it's like stacks. It works most like this. You grab the skin over here and some skin over here, and the bandage pulls it together so that it seals it tight so that it takes the place of having to use stitches. So that would be a good thing to have in your emergency preparedness if there's reasons we can't get to a hospital. Then our last thing is the water, $10 in our water storage. I hope you're getting your containers and I hope you're filling them up. I still have some more in my garage that I've got to get filled up. But back to the family prep. Okay, so let me review that before I move on to, well, we've already moved on to water. I want you to think, did your kit have everything in it you needed? Did you process some scenarios that you might need and did you have everything you needed? Were there any medications in your bags that were expired? Um, would your family know how to find and use your kit if you weren't available? There's that communication again. Your family needs to know what's going on. How confident did you feel practicing the simple first aid skills? I checked into locally how you can take a little basic first aid and a CPR course, and that is something my husband and I are going to do together. If medical care was unavailable for a week, what would be your biggest concern? So that is just some food for thought. Okay, our challenge for this next week is household change. Life and your family situations can change fast. Maybe you've welcomed a new baby, an aging parent has moved in, or one of your kids just left for college. Each shift in your family means your preparedness plans need to shift too. Today, you'll take stock of how your supplies line up with your current household, not the family you had last year. There are times in our household, the kids, were gone for a year or two at a time and they come back. And you definitely have to change your groceries. You have to change a lot of things in your home when you have things, people like that. Kids home from college for the summer, things like that. So here are some ideas. Don't forget diapers, formula, kid-friendly meds, and foods that children will actually eat. Now, I just did a 7 days of watching 4 grandchildren while my daughter and her husband had to go out of town. Um, Things had to change in my house. I had to refocus on what are they going to eat as opposed to what I'm used to eating and make those changes. Teenagers and adults, bigger appetites, bigger calorie needs. Double check your meal plans and account for teenagers as adults because they will eat adult um, portions and not kids. If you have elderly that you have to take in, definitely focus on their medical needs, prescriptions, mobility aids, extra hygiene items that might be required. Your pets, if you take on a new pet, their family too, so you have to make sure you can count for their food, water, and medication. And seasonal and age related changes, outgrowing clothes, expired medications are easier to catch with a quick check doing something like this. So, life changes. Life changes, and we've got to be prepared for those. So, that's our items for this week. So, now let's talk about the big surprise, the thing I've been waiting for. Okay, many of you know that I was a consultant with Thrive Life for over 14 years, and Thrive Life closed their direct sales department back in August. And I've had a lot of my customers go, where are we going to find the foods that we like for our, not just in your daily cooking in your, in your home, but for your long-term storage as well. And many of our Thrive Life consultants and myself have tried foods from quite a few different places. We're trying to figure out what we like, what fits best for us. One of my favorite ones is called Wise Harvest Freeze Dried Food. They are non GMO, gluten free, third party tested, vine ripened, vegan, certified kosher, no pesticides, no additives, no synthetics. It's USDA organic, FDA and GMP compliant. And their food tastes pretty darn good. Well, they're having a Black Friday sale that actually started Monday the 17th. And their little 1 ounce pouches are kind of similar to what Thrive Life had snackies. They are all on sale, 25% off. They also make 8-ounce pouches, which are huge. It's snackies gone haywire here. Um, the 8-ounce packages are not on sale, but I do have a 5% off coupon that I will post in my description that you would get 5% off of that at the end of your order if you wanted to order stuff. They also have sample pack. They have a sample pack that are cute, and it has all the different flavors of things they have, the fruits and vegetables. They've only had 2 vegetables so far, and my 2 favorite, broccoli and cauliflower, for freeze-dried food. They've got apples, bananas, blueberries, broccoli, cauliflower, dragon fruit, mango, pineapple, raspberries, and strawberries. And then they just came out with yesterday um, sugar snap peas, freeze-dried figs, which can't wait to try that. Freeze-dried seasoned corn. I'm assuming it might be something like I'm hoping it's like a Mexican blend corn, and then freeze-dried lemon slices. I'm not sure if these are something we can eat or if this is something we're going to throw in a drink, but I am certainly going to get some and give it a try. Those are not on sale unless you buy them in packs. They have like a pack of 10 will reduce the price, or you can get a jumbo pack that has 5 of each of these. So it'll have 20 of the 1-ounce pouches for like $101, and anything over $100 is free shipping. So pretty good deal to find all the other stuff. All the other 1-ounce things are 25% off. So that's a pretty good Black Friday sale. I will have the links posted in the description. I want you to give it a try. If anything, order the sample packs. But if you were happy with Thrive Life's products, you will be happy with these, if not more impressed. There were some of them I liked better, just to say that. And they've got a variety that we didn't have with Thrive. So I'm excited about that. So there we go. I will have as much information as I can posted in the description today, because that was a lot of information to go over. But I want to thank you so much for following me so far this year. I thank all of my Thrive Life customers that are just really concerned about what am I doing now in the freeze-dried business. And this is what I'm an affiliate with Wise Harvest Freeze-Dried Foods. So I'll let you know that from the start. But anyway, I've been having problems with my newsletter. So if you still want to get my newsletter, I'm getting it. I'm just going to have to go through a different company that I was doing my newsletters with. But hang in there. I'll get it updated and get it all out to you soon. Thanks so much for watching, and hope you have a great week and work on your challenge. Work on building your food storage up, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.